Hi, I'm Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. It is April 26th, I believe, Saturday, 2013. And in this short YouTube video, I want to talk about the Schwinn AC Performance Discontinued for 2013. Schwinn has three AC series bikes. I think the AC series bikes are the most badass bikes on the planet. They're the most evolved. No flavor of the day weird crap, twisty turny crap. No fluffed up versions of previous years. The AC series Schwinns, which stands for Authentic Cycle, I believe are the most evolved, best bikes on the planet. They are a pain in the ass and a nightmare out of the box sometimes, which is why we take a brand new bike out of the box, we disassemble it, we go entirely through it, we do drivetrain treatments, and then the bikes are fully assembled by my team. And then the last thing that happens is I ride and tune every bike that leaves my company without exception. I have the only two brick and mortar indoor cycling specific retail stores in the world, which are an absolute priceless option if you're in my area. I have a store in Laguna Niguel. I have a store in Venice, California. They're open 3 days a week, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. We keep 35 to 50 bikes in each store, built, tuned, ready to go. We carry Schwinn, Star Trek, Kaiser, and Le Monde. We had Free Motion for about 3 months, and we dumped them. But the Schwinn AC Performance is discontinued for 2013 because they now have a new version, which is called the Schwinn AC Performance Plus. So they still make the AC Sport, which is this bike here. It's gray, it's steel. And then the big brother to the Sport was the Performance, and that bike is gone. They're still manufacturing a few of these bikes to fulfill GSA contracts, but the bike is discontinued. You'll see them on the market, and you'll probably see them cheap, even though I get really great pricing, but I pay the same amount for an AC Performance as I do an AC Performance Plus. So, big box companies selling this bike, keep one thing in mind. When you buy this bike online from any big box company, fitness equipment company, they do two things. They process your credit card and they get a box on a truck. Most of them don't even put the box on the truck. They just have a fulfillment or a logistics company that handles that for them. And I got to tell you, I think the ACs are the most badass bikes on the planet, but out of the box, untuned, without an optimization process, these bikes can be a nightmare, like any mass-produced piece of commercial fitness equipment. Every big box fitness equipment company has the option of doing exactly what we do. I don't know any other company that does that, although there is a company online. They have a bullshit timer that counts down. Buy this bike in the next 2 hours or lose out forever. And then when the timer hits 0, it resets to 24 hours. I mean, come on, really? Like, who falls for that? But just remember, buying a brand new high-end piece of commercial fitness equipment in the indoor cycling compartment, the indoor cycling arena, all bikes are not created equal. You can have five of the same bike, same model, same manufacturer, and 5 different clubs. You could get 5 different opinions on that bike based on how it was built and how it's maintained. Most companies, most clubs are reactive with their maintenance. That means they fix it when it breaks. Proactive maintenance means that you take care of the bike and you do things to it so that it works for a long, long time and the bikes don't break down and you minimize your liability or the injury potential. But what we do again with our bikes is we tear the bikes down, we open them up, we crack open the drivetrains. It's not unusual for us on one of these high-end bikes, and this is not limited to Schwinn or Star Trek or Kaiser or Le Monde or Free. All mass-produced fitness equipment has the potential to have internal issues that will develop into catastrophic failure type issues where the bike's unrideable. And that's why we tear our bikes down. We take bikes out of the box, we take them apart, we go through them, we do drivetrain optimization, then my guys build the bikes completely Here's a line of brand new AC Performance Pluses that have been unboxed, torn down, built, and then the last thing that happens is that my ass is on the seat, I ride and tune the bike. No one in my company rides and tunes except for me, without exception. And I've taught thousands of classes. I consult with the biggest companies in the industry, and I'm talking about I'm the only outside consultant. So I talk directly to the engineers, the guys that make the decisions, the guys that matter, you know, the guys on the ground level. And, you know, I'm the author of the only tech manual library, there's my mug, in the industry, and have been for over 10 years. My preventative maintenance manual library, these are the Bibles in the industry, okay? Absolute Bibles in the industry. If you're buying a bike and you have a problem and you call the manufacturer, chances are they have my books next to their phones. I tell you all this, not because I think I'm a big deal. Folks, I'm too old to be a big deal. These are just hard facts. I do all this work. I personally ride and tune these bikes because I have to, not because I want to. If I didn't have to do this work to my bikes, I could cut my overhead in half, okay? My payroll is probably over 20 grand a month. If I could cut 3 or 4 heads out of my employee lineup, the money I would save would be absolutely astronomical, okay? We do this because it's absolutely necessary, not because we've run out of things to do or because this is a particularly fun thing to do. It's because this is the world we live in. Faster, faster, cheaper, cheaper. I don't subscribe to that, okay? Plus, I do lifetime parts replacement for consumers. And if we just process credit cards and put boxes on trucks, I'd have to hire a team and put in phone banks so that they could help consumers or attempt to help consumers walk through issues with their bikes. Trust me, as a consumer, you don't want to take a bike apart like this and put a new flywheel bearing in or replace a chain or put a new bottom bracket in. You just don't want to do it. We do all that for you, and guess what? We don't charge extra for it, okay? Plus, if you have an issue with one of our bikes, you call us directly. We don't tell you to call the manufacturer. That's where the fun starts when you buy a bike from a big box company and you have an issue with your bike and you call them. They tell you, call the manufacturer. Good luck. Your odds are better in Vegas, okay? I'm Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. I want to tell you, just real quick, the most important part, I think, for most non-cyclist consumers, especially if you're getting older, especially if you're a runner and you're getting creaky and crickety, you want a bike with perimeter weighting in the flywheel, okay? That's the most important part that produces aggressive inertia. You do not want a bike with a flat, skinny, non-inertia producing flywheel that produces a Stairmaster up, down, subtly impactful pedal stroke. Call me directly and I'll explain why. If you're buying one bike or 50 bikes, this is the mecca for indoor group cycles, okay? And I am the most knowledgeable guy in the industry on this planet. Here are some telephone numbers for you to call. Home office, 888-909-BIKE. Cell, 818-470-2204. My office here in Hawthorne, 310-973-BIKE. And do not be surprised if you call a big box fitness equipment company, tell them some of the things I've talked to you about, and they say, it's a brand new bike, what could it need? What would you expect them to tell you? That it's true? Because they're not going to do anything to your bike before you get it except put it on a truck and collect your money. I'm Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video.